story. So.
Tonight, a teenager faces court accused of assaulting a police officer. Holiday bookings booming in the Whitsundays. Little relief for renters with price increases. And a shock find in a North Mackay backyard.
This is 7 News with Joanne Desmond.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. A teenager has appeared in Mackay Magistrates Court accused of assaulting a police officer and stealing a car last week. The court heard his offending was very serious, especially as he was on parole for other alleged crimes at the time. Michaela Fanto has more.
Joe Milton Daniel appeared via video link from Mackay Watch House this morning on 13 charges. The 19-year-old was approached by an off-duty police officer at the boat ramp in Apsley Way in Andergrove yesterday. It's alleged the Breakwater man assaulted the officer who tried to stop him taking off in a stolen Nissan SUV. Magistrate Damien Dwyer told the court the offending is very serious. He refused to grant Daniel bail, noting you have just come off probation, which you have not responded well to. I'm not satisfied that you are not going to commit any further offences. It's believed the Nissan is the same vehicle that was stolen from a Morani home last week, with the family's 2 sentimental teddy bears inside. Milton Daniel is due to reappear in court on January 30. Joe?
All right, thanks for that, Michaela. The heart of the Great Barrier Reef has turned into a bustling holiday hotspot for families. Tourism Whitsunday says bookings have been booming, but there's still some room left for last-minute travellers.
Sliding into the new year, these families are chilling by the pool. Big Four Adventure Whitsunday Resort is the place to be these school holidays.
We have been extremely busy and we've got many wonderful families from around Australia and around the area with us now.
They even have swimming mermaids.
We have discos, outdoor cinema, we have an activities program on every day, so there's always something for the kids to do.
Bookings are almost at capacity.
We saw occupancy up well above 90%.
Tourists are being urged to book in before it's too late.
We have availability sort of before school starts again.
Make sure that you book your travel, book your tours, even book your restaurants before you come here if you can get a chance, just so that you don't miss out.
The town is still buzzing.
But we've still got a lot of holiday makers in town.
Sightseeing in the Whitsundays is still proving popular.
We are definitely up from last year. A huge difference is in international travellers.
We've had a bumper season this year here at Ocean Rafting. This school holiday has been fantastic.
Tourists are loving the white sand and crystal clear water.
Perfect weather so far, almost. You can see all the reef, turtles, sharks.
We do custom-made tours just to fit in with the cruise ship schedules.
I'd definitely go with the ocean rafting too. They're excellent guides.
Georgie May Walker, 7 News.
Well, renters hoping for some relief have had their hopes dashed as prices soar across regional Queensland. New data has revealed the state is one of the most expensive, with a hike of more than 10% in the last year.
Finding a place to live has never been more expensive, with weekly house rentals still going up.
In the past year, median advertised rents on realestate.com.au across regional Queensland are up more than 10%.
In the last 3 months alone, the Cairns rental market increased by 5% to $525 a week. Sunshine Coast 4.6% to $680. While Central Queensland was the only region that stayed the same, with an average rental price of $450 a week.
It's still very quick, don't get me wrong, but it does look like we're starting to see some of those pressures ease and rent growth start to slow a bit. So maybe a small silver lining there.
Experts say more needs to be done to address the root cause, which is a lack of housing supply.
The interventions that have been made thus far have not been enough and have not been effective.
The opposition has some ideas.
Welcoming back the community housing sector to Queensland and building social housing on time and on budget.
But the Prime Minister assured he's doing all he can.
We're investing in public housing again. We're determined to make a difference.
Rebecca Jensen, 7 News.
A Cape Hillsborough family has made a shocking backyard find that they initially thought was a big goanna, but on closer inspection, they realised it was a small crocodile stuck in their chicken coop. Wildlife officers were called to the property around 9 a.m. yesterday to remove the unwelcome visitor. All chickens and pets living on the property have been accounted for. Senior management at Queensland Mines and Quarries will hit the books again for a new training program to prevent more deaths in the industry. The training will focus on learning from previous disasters and recognising the warning signs.
Dylan Langridge and Trevor Davis went to work at the Dugald River zinc mine in February last year, but never made it home. Nearly a year later, Resources Health and Safety Queensland has released a new safety training module in a bid to learn from past tragedies.
It's about sharing those important lessons of the past, about what leads up to these types of disasters that we do see in our industry.
They're hailing the Learning from Disasters module a game changer.
Is its ability to be able to be tailored to existing industries and to be able to modernise those messages. So we also bring in some new theories, which enables that flexible approach between online learning modules and face-to-face.
Training is mandatory for senior staff at mines and quarries.
Individuals under legislation who are responsible for safety and health in the mining and resources sectors.
The Minister for Resources, Scott Stewart, says industry workers are vital for the Queensland economy and everyone should be able to return home safely to their families.
Safety is my #1 priority as the Minister for Resources, and it must be for every single stakeholder and every single person involved in the sector. Workers' safety is paramount and the industry must always get better and learn from the past.
Freya Jetson, 7 News.
Some of the country's top music artists are banding together to raise funds for drought-affected farmers and rural communities. They're taking part in Queensland Music Festival's Outback Trail tour, lifting spirits through the power of song.
Bringing communities together to listen to the greatest hits from artists like Ballpark Music, Troy Cassadaly and Paul Dempsey. That's what the Queensland Music's Outback Trail is all about.
They'll be supported by phenomenal local artists, other regional Queensland artists and First Nations and female artists who we're so proud to put on those stages.
The 9-day event in April will span across some of the state's most rural areas, including Charleville, Goondiwindi and Roma.
The trail is such an important part of outback tourism. We want people to go, immerse themselves in the destination, understand the stories, meet the locals.
And it's not just about having fun, it's also about helping those who need it most.
There's nothing like music to bring a community together.
A portion of all ticket sales will go to the Drought Angels.
One of the main things we focus on is providing support for our farmers, their families and the communities in which they live.
If you want to support the cause, it's not too late.
The trail tickets go on sale today via pre-release, exclusive online, or alternatively, general admission tickets go on sale on Thursday.
Rebecca Jensen, 7 News.
A Queensland Great is urging everyone to nominate someone who they know is doing something fantastic. You've just got over a month to make that name count in this year's Queensland Greats Awards.
If there's anyone who knows what it takes to be a great Queenslander, it's Nancy Bates. The Fraser Coast local received a Queensland Greats Award in 2020 because of her contribution to the community.
Then I thought, well, maybe I'll just focus on Mirabel because it needed a little kick along at the time, and also it's got the potential to be, and it's fast becoming, an absolute heritage treasure.
Working for a local newspaper for 21 years made Nancy Australia's longest-serving regional editor. She was also recognised for her efforts to have a memorial of Duncan Chapman, the first Australian to set foot at Gallipoli, built in time for the Anzac centenary. Now her name is in bronze at Roma Street, next to other Queensland greats.
I just look there and I find it hard to believe still that my name is there.
Since its inception in 2001, the awards have recognised 120 individuals.
It acknowledges those Queenslanders that make Queensland special.
And now the call is on to recognise the next great Queenslanders.
People who might not necessarily be, shining a big light, but who just have done that something special.
I would say to people out there in the community, if you know of anybody or an institution that you would like to nominate, get into it, get on the website.
Nominations close February 16. Trent Neese, 7 News.
Ahead tonight in 7 News, we find out what you think about fruit and veggie prices. Also new research into crocodiles and their gentle and loving ways.
What's that?
When it comes to weeding out a killer,
She's been murdered. Oh dear.
you can trust these green thumbs
With the gardeners.
to catch the bad guys red-handed.
All right, is it broken? No. Good. Then you can stay there till the police arrive.
Rosemary and Thyme, tonight 7:30.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save $50 on the Motorola E13, now just $128. JBL Tune 760 noise cancelling headphones, now $168. Plus BYOD laptops from just $344. More clearance deals at Harvey Norman now.
Intersport is your one-stop shop for back-to-school needs. Kids shoes from Asics, Nike, New Balance and Adidas, plus backpacks and accessories. And there's a free gym sack with every kid's footwear purchase. Sail on now at Intersport, the heart of sport.
Heat damage breaking your style? Try Pantene 3-Minute Miracle Conditioner. The Pro-V formula with collagen penetrates your hair to repair damage from within in just 3 minutes. For hair strong enough to take the heat, try Pantene 3-Minute Miracle.
At the Nick Scali January sale, save 50% off the peony leather sofa. Now $16.95. That's half price. $16.95. Only at Nick Scali.
CNC Civil and Mining Construction is celebrating 30 years in the Mackay and Bowen Basin regions. We specialise in mining concrete infrastructure and underground shotcreting services from our Mackay and Moranbah bases. Visit our website to find out more. 30 years strong.
Come alive this summertime with Patio World. Don't miss our famous summer sale. You could save thousands on Apollo patios and carports. Hurry, only for a limited time. Come alive this summertime with Patio World.
Rid Antiseptic Bite Protection. It's protection plus a little healing antiseptic formula that can be a bloody lifesaver, helping to prevent further infection. Whoa, isn't that great? Rid, your first aid in repellent.
Get back to school with Harvey Norman with BYOD laptops from just $344. Hot offers on big brand printers from just $38. Plus 20% off Logitech accessories with any computer purchase. See the experts at Harvey Norman now.
Solve Britain's greatest mysteries with their most unconventional copper.
You shut your time. Oh yeah, got me bloody head blown off.
A Touch of Frost, tonight.
Thanks for joining us here on 7. Well, forget flowers and fancy dinners. New research has found all it takes for crocodiles to attract a mate is hissing and blowing bubbles. Despite their cold-blooded reputation, the reptiles go head over heels for a recently discovered love language underwater.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around.
It's hard to love these apex predators, but that doesn't mean they can't show a little affection themselves.
Narial geysering and narial hissing, bubble blowing, these are things that males do primarily towards females, and the females they love it.
Researchers at the University of the Sunshine Coast have been studying the love language of saltwater crocodiles. Installing acoustic recording equipment in enclosures at Australia's zoo. Their complicated courtship is both aggressive and flirtatious.
They're closer related to birds than they are to other reptiles. And you think, wow, birds are really vocal, but yet nothing is known at all about how crocodiles communicate.
After 12 months of monitoring their mating game and compiling a croc dictionary, researchers have found the reptiles may be more social and tolerant of others than they initially thought.
They're not the evil monster that they're made out to be, and scientific programs like acoustic recording helps to paint a bigger picture of the way crocodiles really are.
Tiani Reid, 7 News.
The Mackay Southern Breakwater will be temporarily closed to pedestrians and vehicles tomorrow and Thursday. North Queensland Bulk Ports will be undertaking line marking works at the popular recreational area. Vehicle access to the trail reopened in mid-December after being closed for 10 months for the completion of a $10.5 million nib wall project. Well, the Premier has warned supermarkets over claims we're paying too much for fruit and veg. Star FM's Scott Linden hits the streets to find out if people agree.
Thanks, Joe. Well, it is expensive to feed your family at the moment, especially if you've got a healthy diet with lots of fresh fruit and vegetables. It's in the news at the moment, but what do you think about the prices? Is it too expensive to buy your fresh fruit and veg, and who should be getting more? Do you think we're paying too much for fruit and veggies at the shops?
Yeah, probably.
Should the farmers be getting a bigger cut?
If they're not, yes, they should be.
I think it's a good price.
Glad I'm not feeding the family anymore. Basically, it's huge.
It's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Very.
What I wonder, like everybody else, is who's getting the money.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem to be the farmers.
Yeah.
And they're the poor ones working their butt off.
Yeah. If we're paying $2 for a piece of fruit or a veggie, how much should the farmers get out of that $2?
I reckon at least half.
How much should the farmers be getting, percentage-wise, out of what we pay?
Oh, they should be getting most of it. It's their fruit. They do all the hard work.
Keep your eyes out for those bargains, especially if you find some good tropical fruit. Look for the locally grown fresh fruit and veggies. You can always go along to some of our local markets and find it there. I'll catch you next Tuesday for Street Talk here on 7 News.
Great. Thanks for that, Scott. Well, sports up next with Nathan. One of our soccer team is hoping for a big turnaround.
They certainly are, Joe. Look, Dolphins FC, they didn't win a game in their first year in the FQPL, but they're back training with some big goals. We'll have more on that next as a premiership-winning Cowboy arrives in town for his new career at the Serena Crocs.
The season that's so epic, so Aussie and so trucking big that if I don't take a breath soon, my lungs will explode. I'm okay. Big trucking challenges.
Truck vehicles on channel or anybody.
Outback Truckers. Tonight, you know where.
My name's Jake. I'm going to sing I Won't Give Up. It's my brother's favourite song.
My brother was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 years old.
I won't give up.
He didn't know what he needed help with. The music became kind of a tool for that.
Guys, get rough. I'm giving you.
He's lucky to get a brother like you.
God knows we're worth it.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Save $100 on the Shark Flex Style, just $399. Save $200 on this Aussie-built Westinghouse pyrolytic oven. Hot deal on the Sony 65-inch Full Array Google TV. Hurry, at Harvey Norman now.
We made a car with the most advanced technology and design features.
5 more minutes. Can you just keep your hands to yourself?
Then you made it a family car.
For over 10 years, Dulux has protected Australian surf lifesaving clubs, buildings that have survived every Nippers graduation, every scorching day, and every stormy night, because nothing survives like Weather Shield. Worth doing, worth Dulux.
Take 2.
I'm going from year 9 to year 10.
Prep was hard because your brain.
I'm really liking theatre studies.
I want to be a doggy daycare person. Engineer like my dad.
I love drama. I've been in a play before.
You're learning and learning and learning.
But there wasn't that much dialogue in it.
With our price beat guarantee, we won't be beaten on back to school prices. So it's easy to get ready for their biggest school year yet.
With more mango and less seed, Calypso mangoes are totally irresistible.
The Harvey Norman clearance on now. Great deals in store and online. Big brand TVs, soundbars, priced to clear. Fridges, washers, dryers, priced to clear. Ovens, cooktops and more, priced to clear. Vacuums, coffee machines, small appliances, priced to clear. All deals while stocks last at Harvey Norman now.
It's Autobarn's summer stock take clear out with products priced to clear. Get 20% off C-Tech battery chargers from $79.99 and shine all summer long with 20% off Viking Force cleaning chemicals. Autobarn.
Chunky low prices.
This Sport Report brought to you by Autobarn, Greenfields Boulevard, Mount Pleasant.
Stream 7 News anywhere, anytime, live and on demand on 7plus. And with 7news.com.au, you'll know the news now.
And welcome back. Well, Cowboys premiership winner Kane Linnett has arrived in town, excited about the new challenge in his rugby league career. The 2015 NRL premiership winner is the captain coach of the Serena Crocs, where he's looking to help lead the next generation.
He played nearly 200 games in the NRL, most with the North Queensland Cowboys, and followed up with another 110 in England's Super League. Now, Premiership winner Kane Lynette is ready for his next challenge, coaching.
Just working hard and being connected as a team. I think, trying to bring the enjoyment in the game and just making sure the team's connected and working together on the field.
Lynette has taken the reins of Serena for this year's Mackay and District Rugby League season, following his return to Australia after 5 years with Hull KR.
I think, to win a comp, you need to build over a year or two, and I think, we have lost a couple of players, but we've replaced them with even probably better players.
The 34-year-old believes playing under top coaches like Paul Green and Tim Sheens will help him make the transition.
I'll learn a lot from all those different coaches, and hopefully, I can get a bit off them and pass it through to the next generation and, help those young players out.
The Scottish international has the support of former Serena head coach Blake Bradell, who is now tasked with heading up the club's football department.
I need to get a grasp on where we're going and have someone directed to do that, but also help Kane transition into his coaching role too is a big part of it as well.
Connor Marcellus, 7 News.
Meanwhile, FQPL soccer outfit Dolphins FC, they're back training ahead of their second season in the top grade. The club didn't manage a win in 2023, but they're starting fresh and promising to keep their head up and keep on fighting.
Dolphins FC picked up 17 losses and just the 1 draw from their debut season in the FQPL, but the squad has returned to the training paddock with a laser focus.
First thing is we wash out the 23-24 season and we go into this year with a high level of fitness.
Members of the men's and under-18 squads trained together during their first session back, and the club has set some big goals for down the track.
We're aiming to be one of the top 4 teams. We're aiming to win the league. We have no other aspirations than obviously forming a collaborative football club to win.
Dolphins has been a club around for a while. We've got great coaches, great facilities, and just trying to expand on the league. Really just working to build a strong team and get to know each other.
The central themes the playing group believe will be the key to success in 2024 are grit and determination.
Keep your head up, keep playing. No matter the score, if you just keep going, then there really shouldn't be much of a problem.
Connor Marcellus, 7 News.
And Mackay's Damien Muscat is gearing up for round 3 of the National Drag Racing Championships. It will be his first event of the year, with Muscat currently sitting 3rd in the standings. The Top Fuel motorcycle rider will take to the Bend in South Australia, with all the action starting on Saturday, and you can watch it all on 7+. There we go, Joe. That's it for sport this Tuesday night. Thanks very much.
Great. Thanks for that, Nate. We'll stay with us after the break. Rosanna joins us and she'll have all the details on the weather for us.
Iconic British story returns to the home of great British drama.
Gripping stuff, isn't it?
Heartbeat, Wednesday on 7/2.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Hot deals plus bonus local delivery on selected mattresses, adjustable bed bases, bedroom furniture and kids furniture. Plus don't miss our pillow frenzy with prices slashed on big brand pillows. Hurry, more clearance deals at Harvey Norman now.
Husqvarna Automower. A grass-cutting robot for a freshly cut lawn. Without the work, lawn care just got smart. With Husqvarna, there's a robotic mower for your lawn. The smart way to mow. Available at your local Husqvarna dealer.
At the Athlete's Foot, the perfect school shoe is all about fit. And now that you can pay better with Afterpay, the perfect fit includes paying it in full and taking it home today. So find their personal best at the Athlete's Foot. Now that's fit.
New Pioneer Motors, home of everything. Big trucks to hot hatches. We boast big brands and iconic vehicles for work and play. GMSV Silverado and Corvette, Ram, MG and Renault. New Pioneer Motors, Wellington Street. Get ready.
You've dreamt of an architectural masterpiece, but it's been hard to find until now. Step out of your dream home and see the beautiful Whitsunday Islands before you. Welcome to Airlie Summit. Your vision, your design on an unparalleled canvas. Here you can experience both sea and tree from an exclusive elevated enclave, the highest zoned land with views that stretch far and wide. Create a luxury home with the Great Barrier Reef at your doorstep. Reach new heights at Airlie Summit.
Get up to $600 worth of free genuine Subaru accessories when you purchase selected new and demo Subaru models. Plus a free Accor Hotels voucher worth up to $1,400. Offer ends February 29, so contact your local Subaru retailer today.
Harvey Norman clearance on now. Australian-made value in the King Coil Conformer Element Pocket Coil Queen Mattress in 4 feels, only $749. Hot deal on the Cobar 2-drawer Queen Bed, super value at only $999. More clearance deals at Harvey Norman now.
It's time for Whoop Whoop Wednesday, because there's nothing better than hitting the highway with Australia's worst drivers.
Relax and, bogan out.
Then strap in with the force.
All I'm thinking now is that I want a kebab.
Whoop Whoop Wednesday from 7:30 on Night and 7+.
All day, every day. The real-life drama never ends.
You're going to a head-on crash?
The new Medical and Rescue channel, only on 7+. Stream big.
These are the stories that have defined us, and Australia's stories are all streaming for free on 7+. Stream big.
Hello, Rosanna Natoli with tonight's weather. Don't forget to pack an umbrella with your work lunch tomorrow and then again for the next 7 days as showers stick around. Also, that heat wave that's been bothering us since last year has finally left Queensland. There are no issued warnings from the Bureau. But remember, always keep an ear out for updates. Temperatures today across the Central Coast and Highlands, a range of 25 to 31 degrees in Mackay, top of 32 for Bowen and Moranbah. To the satellite loop, an extensive cloud band with thunderstorms spans from near the Gulf of Carpentaria right down the Queensland coast and out into the Tasman Sea. Thunderstorm clouds can also be seen near the Western Australian Kimberley district as well as over the Cape York Peninsula. On today's chart, a trough lying through Western Queensland did start drifting eastward with widespread tropical moisture and unsettled conditions, and a weak ridge stays right along the east coast. Now on tomorrow's chart, that western trough is expected to weaken as it moves through the southern inland parts of the state, and the Bureau is keeping an eye on a monsoon trough that may develop up in the Gulf later in the week. So now to the word from the Bureau. The boating forecast for Mackay waters, easterly winds around 10 to 15 knots, turning more southeasterly for Friday, and seas are below a metre. Some large tidal variations tomorrow. Expect high to be at 10 in the morning with low at 4:30 p.m. For the Central Coast and Whitsundays, partly cloudy, a high chance of showers for tomorrow, the chance of a thunderstorm around as well. Mackay 24 to 31 degrees, Bowen and Carmilla both heading for 31 as well. For the Central Highlands and coalfields, the same here, partly cloudy, a high chance of showers, as well as the chance of a thunderstorm, possibly severe. Emerald is heading for 34 degrees, Clermont 33, Moranbah 32. Looking ahead for Mackay, conditions are remaining consistent as those showers persist. Day temperatures are staying around the 31-degree mark, with the nights in the mid-20s. And that is everything for our Tuesday night weather. Now it is over to tonight's incredible sunrise at Cedar Pocket. Look at that one. Thank you so much to Dean for sending this one in. Now it is back to you. Bye-bye.
Lovely. Thanks for that, Rosanna. And that's all from us for tonight. Thanks for your company. Also, just a reminder, you can watch a replay of our news on the 7+ app or catch up on our page, 7news.com.au. From all of us here, good night.